at least a little bit of progress in the
Dude,
right direction.
That's the thing. Like, when you have a coach or an advisor and they're paying attention the way that they're supposed to, like, they know. Like, if they give you a plan to follow and you don't follow it, they'll know.
Yeah,
and
they're gonna know by how you look. Like, I know he does the pinch test.
Yeah, Kit does pinch tests for everything for everybody that I know of. But that's my favorite thing. Is like, hey, he just like, he'll look at me. I remember one time he just like looked at me and he's just like, dude, what the fuck happened?
It was like, it don't feel good to hear that from your coach.
I was like, dude, and I told him like because when he asked that question, you know something happened, right? And I was just like, well, walking through Walmart, I was hungry, and I saw those like kind of thicker cut pepperonis, and then like the pre-cooked pepperonis, and then like the sharp cheddar cheese cubes.
Okay.
And I'm just like, pepperoni and cheese cubes, baby. And my mind was just like pepperoni and I ate them all. I bashed
Let's
them.
go.
And it was just like, dude. And he's just like, well, what was it? Fuck. He's like, you didn't fucking track it, did you? I'm like, nope. And he's just like, do it now. Shit.
Dude, that's amazing. That he can tell. Dude, you walk in the room. It's like, all right, what'd you do?
Well, after he pinched,
Yeah.
because like I got some it was like 2 millimeters, and it was just like, I was on a roll too, and like maybe we pulled a little bit too hard, but it was just like we were pulling hard, and then I just had a moment of weakness. But I mean, we recovered, and that was actually on my big transformation. So we really recovered. But that's why I always say like there's always something that like I left a little on the table. Didn't leave a lot, but I left a little on the table.
Yeah.
So yeah.
But yeah, dude, I've been through that before too in my past preps.
Yeah.
When you're pushing that hard, the psychological aspect of like the cravings that you get are freaking.
It was so
insane.
weird too. It was just like, cause my fats weren't even like low, and like pepperoni and cheese, like that's just like all fat, and it was just like, but it
could have been.
There's no carb.
It was still probably 1,000 calories.
Dude, it was more than. I got the big bag of pepperoni.
Oh, you took out the whole bag.
Yeah, I took I bashed it all. We getting going.
Let's get it cracking.
I mean, we rolling already, so this is a fun time. Woo!
Good.
We got our tropic. Damn, doing your best Derek impression, huh?
Yes. No, I needed the caffeine, so we cranked it up.
I honestly love shooting in the morning though. I really do.
I like it a lot better than the weekend just because it's like it's a good start to the day.
Yeah, and it's all about finding a routine. So like, shoot you a message like, "Hey, we recording?" Yeah. It was a funny thing was you told me to go to bed last night. That was the best.
Oh yeah, dude.
I almost shot back like, "You're not even in bed yet. What do you mean me go to bed?"
It's like, hey, I know you wake up at freaking 3 o'clock, so it's like, Jesus, it's 11 p.m.
It was 5 o'clock this morning. I slept in a little bit.
Okay, there you go.
Was it 5 or was it before 5? 4:30. 4:30.
Yeah,
Gotta get it right for the folks.
You got less sleep than I did.
I did, dude. I was. Actually, I didn't go to bed till after midnight, which is crazy. On Wednesdays, I work till 7:30 at night, right? And still has a couple of 75 hard tasks. That's on me. And I was just like, man, like this is gonna be a late night. It's like, good thing I don't gotta work tomorrow.
Yeah.
I mean, that's why I was just like, oh, we're gonna shoot. That's not a problem. I can get up to shoot. I already got my walk in. After this, I'm gonna go read, knock those out right away.
Oh yeah.
Then I'll hit weights a little bit later. So just stay on my eating, and hey, we win the day, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, starting strong. So
yeah, that's a lot better than I imagine you probably had to do 2 workouts super late.
no, I only had to do 1, but I still had my reading, and I still had to get some food in. So like first world problems, but it was just the time that it was going to accumulate. So a 45-minute walk. Then I went home and I read. I could have read here, but I just wanted to get out of here. And then just getting my food already. So it wasn't like I said, first world problems. And then I dilly-dallied around, laughed at your text message, sent a bunch of messages, just because, like, catching up, really connecting to the Spartan race community. I'm on like 3 different freaking Facebook pages now, so I'm really excited for that. Yeah, and man, we just rolling.
Yeah, I'd say that sounds like a lot. That's awesome, dude.
Dude, a lot? No, that's just it's not a lot because I'm bringing it on. Like I'm doing it I'm seeking that out, right? So if I like sought that out and was like, oh my god, I'm sick of this shit, well then I know I'm not doing the right thing. You know, so like to me, this is fun. To me, like Spartan racing is such a passion for me. Like I just talked about my first experience with Spartan. It was 2015 and it was a Spartan cruise. Went to the Bahamas.
Ooh.
Dude, it was crazy. It was the first time I was out of the United States. It was the first time I was on a cruise ship. It was the first Spartan race. I mean, I was just checking off all the firsts, right? It was my first vacation in the Air Force, and I talked about it. I had a technical sergeant at the time, and she's just like I was hemming and hawing. I'm like, do I want to do this? Do I not want to do this? Do I want to do this? Do I not? She walked over to my computer. She's like, "What you doing?" I'm like, "Oh shit, not working." It's like, hey,
change window.
Yeah. Hey, guys, when your boss walks up behind you and you quickly click off the screen, they know.
Yes.
Okay.
Every time.
Like, yes. So she made me go back. She's like, "What are you doing?" And it's like, "Well, I'm thinking about doing this." She's like, "Do it." like looking at my boss, I'm like, "Don't you want me here to work?" And like we got stuff to do. She's like, "This is the Air Force, son. Like, job's gonna get done one way or another." She's like, "That's one thing you're gonna learn throughout your life. Is like, no matter where you go, the job will get done." She's like, "If you have the means, you have the ability, you're able to get covered. Like, make sure you get covered at your job. Like, just don't leave, right? Make sure you communicate it." And she's just like, "Why don't you go?" Huh? It's a really good question. Book the ticket. And she's just like it was just that little itty bitty push. And yeah, so then I went to Spartan race in the Bahamas. It was really cool.
That's freaking awesome.
And ever since then, like that community's been like the community that I absolutely love. Joe, the founder, Joe DeSena, has one goal. This is what the whole company was founded on. All of the mud, all of the obstacles, everything like that, right? Is get 100 million people off the couch and doing something hard. That's the entire, like, what the business model was built on, is awesome. Get people off the couch and doing something hard. Because, like, off the couch 5K, that's awesome. But how about we get you to do a few obstacles, right? Yeah. How about we...
Just a few.
Yeah. How about we get you to bring a friend? You know, how about we get you to build relationships with people at the races because you're all doing something hard and you all signed up for it.
Yeah.
Like, that's what I love about Spartan racing. Like, at its core, it's about getting people off the couch and doing something hard. So
yeah, dude, and I know I've only done a Tough Mudder, and I don't like those as much.
Well, Spartan bought Tough Mudder.
Oh, really?
So yeah, so Spartan actually. Sorry to interject.
No, you're good.
Spartan bought Tough Mudder in 2020. I think it either closed late 2019, early 2020, right before the pandemic.
I did a Spartan race, technically.
Yeah, technically, right before the pandemic, bro. And then all of a sudden the world shut down, and it was like, ooh. That might have not been the best business decision at this time. But they didn't know. But hey, sorry. Go ahead. Yeah.
But yeah, I was gonna say when I did do my Tough Mudder with the warehouse, we were a small warehouse at the time still. So we took everybody out to go do a Tough Mudder, and it was probably one of the hardest things I ever did because of that Arctic enema that we talked about.
Oh god, yeah.
It just freaking locked my body up. But yeah, no, it was one of the most fun times I ever had with my guys in the warehouse too.
Yeah.
Just like going through that struggle, like. We got some of the best stories ever. Like, dude, freaking Dom.
Yeah.
Like, we almost lost him that day.
What? How?
Dude, when he got out of the Arctic enema, he was very dehydrated still, and his quads just completely
locked up.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yeah, he was straight.
Just shocked the body.
Freaking the whole back half of the course. And like, dude,
nothing worse than peg legging. Oh no.
It was like an hour later that he finished.
He just waddled on through. Oh my gosh, that's crazy.
But yeah, he freaking made it, dude. It was so much fun.
Yeah, and a lot of people don't know the differences between Spartan and Tough Mudder, right? Mm-hmm. So Spartan, it's a little bit more, I would say, competitive and a faster course.
Okay.
Tough Mudders are to get people together and to do stuff, but the obstacles are more elaborate, which means it takes a little bit more time to get over it.
Okay.
Right? So, like, you might have, there's, like, way different types of monkey bars, or, like, you might have to, like, climb something, the Arctic enema, and, like, I specifically remember, like, there was, like, this rolling thing, and then you just, like, kind of held on to it, and it rolled you over. Compared to Spartan, to where it's like, all right, you get to an obstacle, monkey bars, go. You either do it or you don't. Like, you get to we call it the Herc hoist, is where you lift the bag off the ground. You either do it or you don't. Yep. Like, it churns through a lot faster, and, like, if you can't do it, it used to be burpees, now it's a penalty lap. So it's just like, get off, you go over here, you do your penalty, and then you keep on moving. Okay. So it's a lot faster.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah, but it's so much fun. Oh, everything's so much fun. If you want to do a savage race, do a savage race. If you want to do a Spartan race, do a Spartan race. If you want to do a Tough Mudder, do a Tough Mudder. Get a friend, go do it. That's all I have to say.
Oh, yeah.
If you want to do a 5K, do a 5K. Like, if y'all just like running,
Mhm.
I would say challenge yourself and do a little something more, but, you know, that's just me.
Yeah, I've seen quite a few people go straight from the couch to a 5K, so you can do some hard stuff even without training. Like that was super fun too. When we
Not recommended.
No, train for that.
Yes,
stuff.
not
like,
recommended.
Actually train for.
But
it
it is possible. Humans are amazing things. Like our bodies are amazing machines.
Mm-hmm. I actually just saw someone the other day on my feed, and they just decided it was on a treadmill, but they just went and ran a half marathon. Dude had I think it was Eric Hines. If you ever saw him on Instagram before,
probably have
big old beard.
Yep.
But that may not be the right person. Either way, he threw on a freaking 20-pound vest
Damn.
for the first 5 miles, dude. And he's just like, guys, I don't run. I just want to show you what you're
Oh
capable
my gosh, my joints hurt.
Oh, yeah, dude, my knees would have been.
My joints hurt just because, but he got it done and he showed that you could do it. And I guess that's the entire point. Like, here's the thing, like James Lawrence, the Iron Cowboy, who has done, 50 Ironmans in 50 states in 50 days, has done 101, I believe, Ironmans in a row, consecutive days, which is insane.
Mm-hmm.
He started out doing a 5K, and he couldn't walk afterwards.
I didn't even.
You never heard that story?
No, that's
oh, bro, they
insane.
signed
What
up for
the
a
hell?
fun run. His wife signed him up for a fun run. He did it, and then he went to like an MMA event, and he couldn't get up and walk afterwards.
That's insane.
Yeah.
What the hell?
I think it was a 5K. Maybe it was a marathon.
Hey, either way.
He got up, he ran without training, went to an event and couldn't walk afterwards. They had to like wheel him out, right? And after that, he's just like, I ain't doing this again. So then he started training. And he's actually a really, really big proponent. It's like, you want to do an Ironman? That is so awesome. I want you to do an Ironman. However, look at a long enough timeline that gets you there. Because there's checkpoints, right? And like, there's a lot of power in humans like doing, I'm gonna do this because this is what we do. Like I want to do something hard. But there's also even more power in being disciplined day in and day out, following a training plan, hitting on your nutrition, and doing it on a long-term goal, right?
Exactly.
Like that's cool. You could maybe do something tomorrow and then not walk for 2 weeks, or you could take 6 months, have a goal on the calendar, and the anticipation is proven to be like 85% of the payoff. It's really crazy when you look into that science. But then you get there and you're prepared, you're ready to go, and then you dominate it. Or not, but you finish it.
Yeah, you get it done and
you get her
can
done.
Still walk the next
and you can
day.
still walk the next day. Like that is powerful if you ask me.
Absolutely.
So like guys, in the internet culture today, like trust me, like it's really, really cool to do some stupid shit. Actually, I'm a proponent of doing stupid shit.
Oh, absolutely.
But if you look at me day in and day out, I train. And if you look at how many times have I asked anybody to train with me? Like, hey, you want to train? Or hey, you want to do this? You want to do a workout? I ask somebody almost every day, hey, you want to do a workout? Yeah. And they're just like, nope. I'm like, okay, cool. You know what? But I'm preparing for that thing that's down the line. So it's really powerful to put something on the calendar and then work your ass off to go get it.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And you're doing that.
Mm-hmm.
A little prep here.
Yeah, doing it for my body.
Let's get prep update.
But, well, actually, I thought of
19
something. Should be actually more like 16 and a half, bro. We're coming up quick, baby.
Yeah.
It flew by.
But you were talking about what? Recovery, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Tell me.
Okay, so that actually goes very well with what you were just talking about for that long-term goal. Like, the first thing that I thought of in my past that it really stuck for me because it was something new that I was doing was training for that marathon that we did back in April of last year. Yeah, quick side note, I actually didn't make it through the whole thing. I had
Did a half marathon though.
Yeah, I got 14 miles on a shin that had a stress fracture in it, so not quite David Goggins level finishing 100 with broken legs.
Leading up to that, you were in a little pain too, and you weren't sure if you were even going to do it. And you went out there and fucking did it.
Yeah, I just sent it, and it was honestly not a great idea. But
Okay, back.
That's a great point for rest and recovery right there too. I did not rest and recover enough, but throughout my training for that, so I would do really long runs on Sunday.
Yeah.
And every Sunday I would try to build up a little bit more each time. So I was used to.
As you have to, because you have to peak on a marathon. Like you have to get miles in the shoes, right?
Yeah, you don't have to get to 26.2 in your training.
18 normally, 18, 20.
I did a 20.
Yeah.
Some people get up to 22. But
makes sense.
You never go past really 22 if you're training for a marathon. But I remember one Sunday I ran a half marathon. The next day, barely could walk. Or no, it was 16, and I could barely walk. First time I went over a half. And then the next week I went up to 20.
Oh, that's a big jump.
Yeah, it was a big jump.
In a week.
Yeah, in literally 7 days. But the next day after that 20, I felt better than I did after the half marathon.
Wow.
And it's just because I let my body rest and recover the whole week, got my speed work in, got my light work in, and then on Sunday when I came back for that hard one, I was ready for a longer run, and I was able to recover faster. So, like, where freaking 4 less miles the week before, I was not even able to walk the next day. After that one, I felt freaking great. Like, that was during that basketball tournament, actually. And after the 16 miles, it was I was like, hey, someone's gonna have to sub in for me today.
Basketball.
The next week, I was good to go after 20. I was just like, this doesn't make any sense.
Dude, the body's an adaptive machine. It's crazy. And when you allow it to recover, it's even more adaptive, because like people don't realize is that when you rest, when you take a break, or when you're just activating, you're actually building those muscle fibers back up. You're allowing those ligaments, those tissues to heal.
Absolutely.
And it's not in the workout, right, that you actually get stronger, faster, bigger. It's in the recovery factor.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, and taking that to like the bodybuilding side, like hypertrophy side, just looking your best. You don't have to be doing a competition to want to look your best. So, but that's really important when you're trying to grow, because we're not growing in the gym. We're actually breaking down the muscle in the gym. That's where a lot of people do know that now. That used to be, most people used to think you're building muscle in the gym, but I think it's pretty common.
You're causing small muscle fiber tears. Like, that's just what it is. But it's common to us, but we're in a bubble, dude.
Yeah,
that's the thing.
I forget that sometimes.
Yeah. So like, we're surrounded by people at HQ. We're surrounded by people that kind of an echo chamber that watch our videos and stuff like that. But what we're going for is like, we want to reach the person that doesn't know that.
Yeah.
Right. So for people that don't know, is that in the gym, you're whenever you're lifting weights or doing anything, like, I mean, you can be moving stuff, right? And you're lifting shit up and putting it back down, right? You're actually causing small micro tears in the muscle fiber.
Yes, sir.
Right? And then that's what's actually going to help build muscle later with proper post-workout nutrition. So do you want to go into that a little bit?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. So that is one of the main things that happen to your body during a workout, is you breaking down muscle tissue, but you also deplete what's called muscle glycogen. So glycogen is the energy stored inside your muscle that gets used during workout. It's like your fuel tank for workouts. And that gets depleted and you break down muscle tissue. So our post-workout stack is going to come in and help fix both of those problems.
Ours as in first form.
Yes, sir. So it's Formula One and Ignition. Yeah. Sorry. Hey, we're in that bubble. And
dude, I know. We're in that bubble. Strawberry, dude. That strawberry.
Dude,
that new one, it's so good.
It's so good. And dude, we found the best combination ever.
Tell me.
Also with
I know you're a combo guy. With what?
I love with another new flavor.
Tell me.
Formula. It was a salted peanut butter with the strawberry.
I don't know, bro.
PB&J, baby.
No.
Dude, it was so good.
I don't know.
I got offered.
I'll give it a go.
Give it a try.
I'll give it a go.
It tastes like a freaking strawberry. What are those? The Uncrustable.
Oh.
It's like.
See, I'm a grape guy.
Oh, okay.
I'm a Concord grape guy through and through.
Unfortunately, we don't have any grape.
I'll give it a go. I'll give it a go. All right.
It's
all right.
really, really good.
All right. Well, all right. So, yes.
But yeah, getting back to the post-workout stack. That combo is amazing, though, guys. You definitely should try it.
Yeah.
But so Ignition is going to come in and fix the problem for glycogen. So
because it's a high glycemic carbohydrate.
Yes, sir.
Which means
it's going to help refill those glycogen stores.
Fill in the gas tank.
Fill your gas tank, exactly.
Yeah.
Not only is it going to help refill that gas tank, but it helps shuttle nutrients to the muscle because it spikes insulin levels, and insulin's a storage hormone. So basically, it's going to help your protein work a little bit better. If you're taking something like creatine, then throw that in your post-workout too, because that's going to help
right to the
shuttle that to the muscle.
Yep.
Yeah, I always like to compare it to like getting Amazon one-day delivery for all the nutrients you got to send to your muscle, and it gets there right away.
Instant. Yeah, and protein is the building block to everything. It's muscle cells, tissues, organs, everything in the body.
Exactly. Yeah, it's not just for repairing your muscle; it's for repairing literally everything. So that's a great transition into the Formula One. Yeah. Formula One is a rapid assimilation protein. So that just means it's designed to digest as fast as possible. It's actually a hydrolyzed whey protein isolate, so it's essentially pre-digested, so it digests as fast as possible.
Dang.
Yeah. Hydrolyzed just means that the protein's exposed to digestive enzymes in the process of making it, so it breaks it down into the smallest forms of amino acid chains and other amino acids, so it can be just absorbed immediately. And that paired with the ignition, it's going to help repair that damage that you're doing. So it's going to get you out of that breaking down state back into a muscle building, fat burning state. I missed one thing on the ignition too. The ignition, the insulin spike that it causes reduces cortisol levels, which is going to be the ignition switch. That's why it's called ignition.
Yeah, I see what they did there.
Yeah, we're real creative with the names out here. But yeah, so it switches you back into that muscle building, fat burning state. So you spend less time in that breaking down state. We're able to get even faster results. So
that's what life's all about.
Exactly.
Getting faster results.
Getting the best results possible.
Yeah. So touch a little bit more on recovery and bodybuilding.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, because you were going somewhere, then we kind of took a left turn.
It's all good. Yeah, so like we were talking about, we actually break down muscle in the gym. You have to focus on recovery to actually build new tissue.
Yeah.
You have to have enough time where you're actually repairing that damage to get to where you want to
So
go.
what's that look like for you right now? We're 16 weeks out. What's your split? How you looking? Kind of how much sleep are you trying to get? How you trying to maximize recovery?
Well, the sleep, we don't got to talk about that. It hasn't been going 100% well, but
yes, we're working on it.
Yes,
both
exactly.
of us.
So
Yeah.
six plus is the goal for
I like
sleep,
it.
though.
I like it.
Minimum 6 hours.
Not last night.
Yeah, definitely not last night. But that's okay. It's for you guys.
It's because we're shooting early.
Exactly. But yeah, so try to get 6 plus on sleep. I would shoot for 7 to 9 if I did have enough time.
Okay.
That is optimal. But with the rest and recovery, my split right now, I try to do about 4 days on, 1 day off. So sometimes that off day will change.
I love that split.
I actually got the idea from our boy Derek.
From Derek, yep.
Yeah,
so so your rest day is never the same throughout the week, but your training cycle should stay the same.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, and occasionally that will change.
Oh, of course.
If I'm super sore in one area and I'm like, oh, this is going to affect, like if I do back and it's still, my lower back's really sore and I'm going into leg day, it's like, I'm not going to perform well. I'll do my arm day before I do legs so my back's a little bit more recovered.
Just allowing that one extra day of recovery can do wonders for your performance the next day.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
But yeah, so the 4 days on, 1 day off, I essentially will get 2 training sessions on each body part within 10 days. Where there's been a lot of studies that show that 2 workouts per week on the same muscle group is going to be better than 1. And
a majority of the new studies I think would go towards that. Like the other bro split of like 1 single muscle group, per day. So for example, you do like chest, arms, back, legs, and then you just like take a rest day or you rest until the next week starts, and it's just like, no. You can hit those twice a week.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, dude, on that aspect, like if you're doing chest on Monday, think about it. Like, when is your chest fully recovered? Is it Wednesday, Thursday? Like, it's usually about 3 to 4 days.
I was gonna say 3 days later.
Yeah, that's usually about the same for me. And if you're pushing it to not doing it for a full week, you're wasting 3 to 4 days where you could be getting more gains. Like if you're fully recovered, feel strong, hit that muscle again.
Yep.
And the studies have shown over and over that higher frequency on each body part gives you more gains.
Yep.
So for something like side laterals is something I tried, actually tested out this bulk when I just was trying to gain weight for, it was about 8 to 9 months. But I threw in side laterals, so more shoulders, probably 3 times a week instead of 2. So I'd do shoulders Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and it would be in addition to whatever that main body part I was working that week. And dude, my shoulders grew more than they ever have.
Dude, isn't that awesome? That's such an awesome feeling.
Absolutely. Yeah, but that's a muscle that recovers very quickly. It's a smaller muscle group that you can train Monday, recover on Tuesday, and then feel 100% Wednesday, and you're good to go.
And that's also a muscle group that you're not overly taxing with compound movements, right? So so you're kind of doing isolated movements, and that's why it recovers a lot faster, is because you're not putting 225 on a barbell and trying to bench press it up, right? Your shoulder is a secondary mover in that, but like compared to a lateral raise of 20 pounds and a 225 bench press, you're tearing down more muscle in your bench press, in your squats, in your deadlifts than you are when you're doing shoulder lateral raises or front raises. That's why it recovers faster.
Yeah, absolutely. And there's things like a couple other muscle groups that you could train that way. It's arms. I was doing that.
Rear delts.
Rear delts is huge. Like that's I could train rear delts probably every
Dude, a
day.
band workout with rear delts, you do 3 to 5 sets of that, like real quick. Oh my gosh, your
You get
rear
a nice
delts will
pump.
start
Oh
popping.
yeah, I remember we did a group workout a while ago, and you had us do that. I was
Bro,
just like,
I'm
Jesus.
telling you what, that's the
Good old
key.
pump.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, man.
But yeah, no. So I was talking a lot more about frequency. That seems like, oh, you got to go harder. But no, you have to have the right amount of time in between and properly recover for that. Because so if you're not feeling strong, if you're still feeling really sore in your chest, don't train your chest again.
Yeah, and in fact, I would say take a step back and look at your volume.
Right? Absolutely.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah, and volumes is the amount of weight and times the amount of reps that you do throughout the week. And basically, if you are doing a 1 day, 1 week, so like chest, I'm doing it on Monday, International Chest Day, baby.
Yeah.
And that's the only day I'm hitting it, but I'm super sore for 4 days, your volume is too much on that specific day. You are actually not getting better from that lift because you are actually too sore. You are breaking down too much muscle to where the body can't recover and be efficient or recover in an efficient amount of time to where like you're kind of worthless.
Yeah.
Like I know back in the day, people are like, I did a leg day, I can't even sit down on the toilet. Bro, that's bad. Okay?
That is not a good thing.
If you're 3 days later and you have 3 day downs and you still can't run, which, hey, you might have to. World is crazy out here.
Yeah.
Like, that's a bad thing. Especially when I can hit like 5 sets of squat, do 3 sets of lunges, and get better results than what you did. Because then my body's a lot back to recovery. My body can recover and then actually gain muscle, and then I can hit it again with more frequency and gain even more muscle.
Exactly.
Hashtag I'm winning. You're winning because you do it, right?
Yeah, that just reminds me of bodybuilder from back in the day, one of the greatest of all time. He has 8 Mr. Olympia wins, same as Ronnie Coleman. Lee Haney.
Yep.
He said, stimulate, don't annihilate.
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah, that's where, I mean, in the bodybuilding community, it is very popular to just, like you were just talking about, hit legs so hard that you actually can't train until the next Monday if you do it on Monday. And that is not going to be optimal.
No.
Like, you have to be able to get the right amount of volume in. And the way you can do that is start out lower. So I actually just took a little bit more rest, did like a deload week. My deload weeks are essentially where
Activation, not necessarily pushing a lot of weight.
Yes.
Bringing back down the volume.
Yeah.
Still going, still stimulating.
Absolutely. And I take a couple more rest days too, because those complete days off the gym are huge for me. Like if you're not going in the gym at all and focusing on recovery, that's
really
gonna
make me insane.
A much bigger difference. It definitely makes me a little insane too. Yeah.
More walks.
Exactly. I definitely go out and get some more steps on those.
Yes. Okay. Keep going. Sorry.
But yeah, so after the deload week, I go into where this is something that I learned from Mike from RP, but it's minimum effective volume. So you want to start at the lowest volume that's actually going to get you gains, and then slowly work up to the maximum recoverable volume. So that would be like a week where you're going hard, like where you may do those workouts where you're sore for 4 or 5 days.
Yeah, so let's break this down. So like let's just say arbitrary number. Normally the minimum effective volume is what, 20 sets throughout the week for a specific muscle group?
Yes, it could definitely be
throughout
a lot
the
lower
week
for some people.
Yeah, so 15 to 20 sets per week is normally the minimum per, like, so if I'm doing chest, that includes bench press, that includes flies, that includes cables, cable flies, right? That's total sets throughout the week.
The full 7 days.
Yes. So I'm just going to use 20, right? That's my minimum effective dose. Then when we're going towards, what did you call it? The maximum? No.
Maximum recoverable volume.
Maximum recoverable volume. Now I might push that to 30 over a 3-month time cycle,
Yes,
right? And then you take that deload week, bring her back down, and then you're probably stronger. So you're going to be able to go back down to that 20, push more weight.
Yes.
So you're still breaking down that muscle tissue. You've gotten better at this point in time, and then you can build yourself back up again, and that's how we continuously get better.
Yes, sir. Yeah, that's how you get the best long-term gains. Because it's like, no matter who you are, you can't go hard all the time.
No,
like
if you're on 100 all the time, you're going to get hurt.
Your body's going to break down.
Yep.
Like,
been there.
Yeah, me too. I was going to say, with bodybuilding show, my first one, I was talking to a guy, I don't know if he was pro, but he was freaking... He is like 5'6", like 260. He's a big motherfucker.
Thick boy.
Oh, yeah. But he was like, yeah, hey, what's your training split right now? And I was like, oh, I'm gonna do it 7 days a week and going hard. Like just that mindset of freaking more is better, which is not the case.
Young and dumb.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Yep.
he was just like, oh, dude, like he was worried about me. I can tell.
Oh,
He's
no.
like, dude, you're really doing 7? You gotta take some rest days, man. And I was like, yeah, my elbows are feeling it. And my shoulders.
Tendonitis.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and dude, it was much harder to lose fat during that.
Because your body wasn't recovering. Your body didn't want to let go.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's actually what is going to spike cortisol, our stress hormone. And when your cortisol is high, your body's going to hold on to fat. So it actually it'll get a little bit sciencey here. I try to keep it simple. But when cortisol is high, it actually raises your blood sugar. So cortisol actually gives you energy.
Yep.
And it increases your blood sugar to give you more energy. When you have constantly high cortisol, it also means you're going to have higher insulin levels as well. So insulin is the storage hormone that actually its purpose
Can be a good thing and be a bad thing.
Yes, absolutely. In the post-workout setting, spiking insulin is great. Throughout the day,
Yep.
you don't want to do it. But yeah, so when those cortisol levels are high, and then insulin's purpose is to come in and reduce that blood sugar. So when both are going, you have cortisol, which is it's kind of a hormone that breaks things down. When cortisol is high, you can actually lose muscle tissue. So you can use protein and convert that into energy through gluconeogenesis. But that's when cortisol is high. Yeah, big word. It just means you're using protein for energy. And it's the only time that it happens in the body. But insulin levels go up too, and that's a storage hormone. So you're going to be more likely to store fat.
Yep.
So when you're stressed out, you're in a muscle breakdown, fat storing state. So it's literally both things that we do not want. When your cortisol levels get high and you're stressed out and you're training too hard, it could be life, it could be training, whatever is raising your cortisol. It can be very detrimental to your progress because you're in the exact opposite state that you want to be in. So make sure you recover so you keep those cortisol levels in a good spot. And also that just goes to make sure you do things that help you de-stress.
I was just about to ask you, what do you do to de-stress?
Oh, dude, I mean, honestly, one of my favorite things is going on YouTube and nerding out about more stuff like we're talking about right now.
I fucking love it. And that's music, that's fitness, that's what else?
Yeah, I was gonna say, you just mentioned the other big one is music.
Yeah.
So, dude, I get lost in just making songs. Like, I've been a musician since ever since I could remember. I've been in things like band and choir and stuff like that.
That's so awesome.
Yeah, dude, it was my first passion before fitness, to be honest.
Hell yeah.
But yeah, when I was 10, I started playing guitar, and I've been a musician ever since. But I actually make rap beats, so I got into that.
Well, I'll link your YouTube because you have it up on YouTube a little bit, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So we'll link it down below, so if people want to follow you, they can.
Oh yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I have some songs out with a few people that actually used to work here at HQ with us. So
that's really cool. That's really cool.
But I get lost in making music, and it's the best stress reliever ever, man. What about you? What do you do to de-stress?
Man, I shut off.
I do that too sometimes.
I've talked about in the past how like I'll go home and like that's my peace spot, right? And get my cat, get a good book. I don't have a TV at home. I put the phone on airplane mode, and that's the big one. I put the phone on airplane mode, and then I just kind of veg out. Like literally, like I love the peace and quiet. I'll go for a walk, and honestly, if you're looking for something to do, like other than just like, hey, go veg out, because I know like people's lives are crazy. What I do when I really want, if I'm really stressed or if I like really want that release, I call people I love. Like this one's a little out of the norm, right?
That's awesome.
I call my grandmother, I call my mother, I call my father, I call the friend, and we can just talk about, me and my friend Ray, we talked about the Packers for 45 minutes the other day. And it was just like, I don't even watch football. I actually went through all of 2023 football season without watching a single game of football. But man, there's just something about calling a friend and talking about the Packers and second guessing people that actually know more about the team than what we know. and just bullshit and just enjoying each other's company.
Absolutely.
And that's what actually de-stresses me the most, I would say, other than vegging out with my cat at home. even though she attacks me.
Yeah, that's not something that I would do all the time intentionally to de-stress, but that's not, like I have a friend out in Arizona that I talk to all the time. He started a new job the same day I got into customer service. Too,
Oh, that's awesome.
But yeah, no, we would just talk about our new jobs, like plans we got in the future. He's a BJJ guy, so he's really good at grappling, and I help him with nutrition and exercise and stuff.
Dude, that's
like
awesome.
that sometimes too. But yeah, dude, you talking about that, I'm just realizing like I need to do that more because that's some of the best stress relief I ever had. Just talking to my friends.
Something as I've gotten older is like you always have time. Like you always have time to make the phone call. I say it every Sunday, like make the phone call, let people know you care. Like, hey, who knows? Like this might be your last day. This might be their last day. You never know.
Mm-hmm.
So put your mind at ease, make the phone call. And like it's such a de-stressor. Like once you hear somebody you love, and like me and my friends, like my good friends, we say we love each other all the time just because like we know. Like a lot of my military friends, they're across the world. Like I don't get to see them.
No.
Like some of my best friends, they're in freaking Virginia, they're in Texas, they're in Alaska, Germany, Guam, Japan. Like my friends are all over the place, and especially my close friends. And just being able to give them a call it's a total game changer. So that's what I would say. Like give somebody a call that you care about.
Yeah, and those small things like that mean a lot to those people too.
Mm-hmm.
It's like I remember getting a call from people that I haven't talked to in a while, and it just, dude, it warms my freaking heart when you're the one receiving the call. So think about how good you can feel when you make that call too.
Yep.
And intentionally do that to be like, hey, I just want to check on you. Just want to make sure you're doing good.
Hell yeah. I love it. So dude, I'm getting really excited.
About what?
Freaking Hawaii.
Oh, of course. Yeah. Why would I even? I should have known.
Oh my god. And like, there's so many people online that are just like, hey, I'm running this Spartan race. Are you gonna be at that Spartan race? I'm doing this one. Are you doing that one? I'm like, guys, I don't know. Help.
It's like I'm trying to do all of them.
I would do them all. Yeah, I would. Like this past weekend in Atlanta was so fun.
We didn't even talk about that.
No, yeah. I got my battle scars. Look at this. Oh my god,
shit.
you see these knees? Look at
Damn,
that.
bro.
Yeah, dude.
You get off your knees, man.
Bruh. I'm gonna let that one go.
I had to throw it in.
I'm gonna let it go. But that was a good one. Anyways. No, so I went out there for 3 races. I actually only did 2 races.
Okay.
Yeah, so
why didn't you do the third?
So on Saturday, yeah, I'll get back to this. No, it's actually really simple. On Saturday did the Beast, right? So that's a half marathon, 13 miles, 13.1, which Spartan miles means it's more than 13.1. But it was really fun. Smooth race, hit all my obstacles. It was great. Sunday, wake up, ready to dominate. Here we go. My friend Carissa, she has CF, cystic fibrosis. It's where she doesn't have full lung capacity, right? So she has about 35% of her lungs that she can use. It's freaking crazy how badass she is, and she only has 35%. If the Lord gave her 100% of the lungs, she'd take over the world. But so we did the super together, which is the 6 miler, which turned out to be 8 miles, but Spartan miles. But we're doing it together, and because of her lung capacity and because there was a few more hills in this one, that it took us about 3 hours. By the time that we got done, they already shut down the sprint course, right? So that's fine. And she was apologetic and stuff like that. I'm like, girl, I was here for you, right? Step by step. Yeah, so no worries at all. Like, there's gonna be another race, or it might not be another you. So like, no, that's crazy. It's just like I had no problem walking with her side by side, step for step, getting every obstacle done, doing the penalty laps that we had to do because I didn't hit all the obstacles that time around. Damn. But it's a work in progress, people. But so that's why I only did 2 out of 3. Cool. I'll run a sprint some other time. It is what it is.
I was gonna say, just reminding me of it's not about what you're doing; it's about who you do it with.
Exactly.
People make the party, baby.
Dude, people make the party, and like we had a little snafu, like on Friday night. I drove out there, and turns out the Verbo didn't exist.
What's the Verbo?
It's a third-party app that you use to book stuff. So it's a different app besides Airbnb.
Oh, okay.
Never use the app again. Customer service sucks. Everything sucked about it. Everything. The place didn't. The host never messaged me. I'm like, oh, that's kind of fishy. Getting out there, tried to call the host. Oh, straight to voicemail. Interesting.
That's not
got to the location. Place does not exist. It was a fake listing.
What the hell?
They got me.
What? I
So
would have
that-
been pissed, bro. What the
Bro, I feel so bad for those customer service people. I was so upset. I was so mad, bro.
Yeah, in instances like that, I don't get mad. I'm just like, all right, cool. Never using this.
I was,
again.
dude. I did get my refund. I called
Okay.
back yesterday and had a really nice dude. I apologize. I'm like, bro, like, I know. If you read the files, they're going to be like, this guy's a dick. I'm like, it's my bad. I was hungry. I drove 9 hours. It was downpouring. All these are just excuses for me to act like an asshole. I shouldn't have acted like an asshole. The dude told me to calm down, and that's the number one way to get somebody not to calm down.
Tell him to calm down.
Tell him to calm down.
That's gonna make it worse.
And that's
every
what
time.
happened. I went off the handle when the dude was just like, calm down. I'm like, dude, I'm standing in the rain after driving 9 hours. I was just like, I'm not going to calm down.
There's nothing
But-
calm about this
Yeah.
situation.
So, yeah. But the best thing is, like, after that, there was only one way for that trip to go. It was up.
Yeah, so you hit rock bottom on
We
that
hit,
trip, so.
well, wait a minute. I gotta say this, even though I should. So then they're like, well, it's a 3-day booking. We can only book you for one hotel. I'm like, that sucks. Like, one night in the hotel. I'm like,
Oh, no.
it's 3 days. What do you mean? You can only book me
What
for
else am I
one night.
supposed to do?
So they're like, and they have like $500 of my money because like they didn't refund it at that point in time.
Oh, okay.
Because I have to verify that it was fake place, fake host, all this shit, right?
Mhm.
So then they booked me at a freaking 2-star hotel. It was a Days Inn in a smoking room.
Sweet. You definitely don't need that.
Didn't stay there. So now, like, so then I was just like, I'm going to a Holiday Inn Express. It was really nice. It was really freaking nice. So like then, yeah, so then we figured it out after that. But like I said, then there was only one way for that whole trip to go. Stay the night, got a nice shower, got some food. Rotisserie chicken comes in clutch every time.
Hell yeah.
Yep. Rotisserie chicken. But then Saturday morning, woke up, dominated. Great. Under 3 hours for 13.1 miles, theoretically. And then hung out. It was a nice Saturday. Great Sunday. Like, it was great. And then drove back Monday. So it was really simple. But it was a great weekend, great people. Saw my friend Nicholas there. Made some friends out on the course, which was cool. And I'm actually going to do a post about that sometime in the future. It's like, dude, I started out, I took a selfie, right?
Mhm.
And then, like, I took another selfie with somebody that we were interacting online, and then we saw each other on the course, so we were like, hey!
Oh.
So then there's 2 people in the picture, and then at the end, there's 3 people in the picture, so it's like, dude, I'm literally, like, gaining friends as I'm running this
You're
race.
finding people through your stories and
100
like, oh, hey, they're here too.
100%. I met this awesome dude. He was running the beast. His name was Nate. And a year ago, he was like 305 pounds. And he ran a Spartan sprint. Got hooked. Spartan does that, baby.
Hell yeah.
Got hooked. He always wants something on the calendar. Spartan kind of goes year round. So he has lost over 100 pounds. And dude, this guy was chugging. I'm telling you what, I was just like, damn, this guy, fuck, he's there again? Like, I didn't even screw up. And he was right behind me. And he was dominating.
That's incredible.
And like I said, Spartan is about getting people off the couch and doing something hard. And this dude just like sold it. He lives out in North Carolina. Hopefully he might do Fayetteville. That's in May. See if I can get out there. But it was so awesome to see the people and meeting the people on the course. And that's why I love Spartan racing. That's why I love First Form. That's why I love fitness communities, right? But yeah, so it was really, really cool. I had a great experience. First weekend out on the course, and more to come. Next one's New Jersey for me, and then maybe Fayetteville in May. Then we got, let's go through them. Let's hear, what do we got?
So many races.
Then we got Big Bear,
One a week.
Big Bear, California. Then we have Colorado. If anybody wants to come to Colorado, I hear it's gorgeous. Never been, but let's
When's
do
that
it.
one?
That one is June 8th, I believe.
Okay. That's not what.
Second
when's that?
weekend, like officially the second weekend in June, because the first is the first weekend. So like whatever that second, yeah, I think it's the 8th.
Okay.
And then these are all trifecta weekends, by the way. So I'm planning on running all 3 races unless the snafu hits again, you know.
Mhm.
So that's June. Then July, there is one in Utah. That's gonna be really fun. We're trying to meet up with a few people out there. Heard that course is gorgeous. It's
Yeah,
up
I've
in
never
the
been out to
Utah
Utah,
mountains.
but-
Oh,
Yeah,
neither have I.
I've heard some good things actually about the guy I make the music with. He was living
Yeah.
out in Utah for a while.
Wanna go?
And they have maybe. Yeah, no, the freaking it was I can't remember where it was at, but he didn't have to drive too far. It was the mountains that were red and stuff that he was close to.
Oh, bro, I have no idea.
Okay, I can't remember what that, but he took a picture with him and it looked like
We're-
they were on Mars.
We're gonna come back to
So
that.
cool.
That is really cool.
Mm-hmm.
August is Hawaii, which I'm so pumped for.
Oh
Dude,
yeah,
that
dude,
is
you're
gonna be
just
so
talking
fun.
about these weekends. It's getting me excited.
I'm
for
telling you
ours.
what, and Hawaii is like a whole different vibe. It is so crazy. Oh god, and it's a new location, so I've never done that course. Can't wait. September, still have something to book for September. There is one race out in Australia, so if anybody wants to sponsor me to go out to Australia, I am totally down to take that flight. Long flight, worth it.
Absolutely. I went there a long time ago when I was younger, actually. Dude, it was my
Crikey.
favorite vacation ever.
I love it. I fed a kangaroo last time I was there. I had birds all over me, feeding birds. It was crazy. It was a vibe. October's Nashville, so right down the road here.
Oh, yep.
First weekend in October, so I think it's like the 5th and 6th or 6th and 7th, one of the two. And then November, we're going down to Scottsdale, Arizona. Have a few friends that want to run that one. That's a beautiful course. It's right by the raceway. And then we're into December, and I haven't decided what I want to do yet, but we'll get there.
So yeah, you can do
Normally they do
every
one in
single
Texas.
month this year?
Yeah, that's the plan.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the plan. So normally they do one in Texas. I think like Dallas is normally in December, but we'll see. But yeah, that's the plan. At least a trifecta weekend every month. Party hard, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, buddy.
Let's go.
It's fun. So, like I said, like having something on the calendar, getting people together, doing stuff, getting off the couch, and go from there. If anybody wants to go, comment below. All right, tell me a location. We'll make it work. I only require good times, smiles, laughs, hugs, pictures,
Yeah.
maybe some barbecue
Absolutely.
or pizza. We're getting pizza in Colorado. I'm so excited.
Hey, we're gonna get an army out to some of these.
Dude, let's do
big
it.
Meetups.
First Form Legion, let's go. If you need a 20% discount code, hit me up. All right?
Yeah. Hey, I'm going to Hawaii, so if you want to join me, sign up for that one.
Yep. And we got some stuff planned in Hawaii, so that's gonna be a good time. It's not just gonna be a party hard vacation, which I mean, if you want it to be, go ahead. Like all power to you. But we're gonna eat good food. We're gonna be at the beaches. We're gonna go on hikes. We're gonna enjoy each other's company, smile, laugh. You know, maybe some cry, maybe some tears, and go from there.
Hell yeah. What you got planned other than the races, or is it a surprise?
It's a little bit of a surprise. I've talked about it a little bit. So let's see here. We're getting there on the 14th. So that's just kind of a chill night. Like if people want to get together, we can go out to eat, something like that. 15th, I plan on going on a hike. It's called Cocoa Head. Love it. It's like Cocoa Head Crater.
Yeah, I remember
And you look above it. It's this beautiful. It's an old mining thing. So quad's gonna be on fire. Yeah, buddy. And then that night, I found this like really cool mini golf zipline place. So like, yeah. So like we can go mini golfing.
Mini golf and zipline.
Yeah, they have zip lines above, but you can do some like mini golf. It's really cool. Yeah, not together. You don't zip line and try and hit. And then the 16th, like little get together, self improvement thing. Dino's coming. He's gonna present. My friend from Australia is coming. She's gonna present. It's just like community building, let's get better together kind of thing. And it's perfect because it's the end of August. So it's a great reset going into the last quarter of the year, right? To set us up for a more successful 2025.
Absolutely.
And then, let's see here, 17th is the ultra that I'm doing. It's the beast that everybody else is doing. So my plan is to run one lap, meet up with the group, and let's keep on chugging, right? And then the Sprint Super is on Sunday, the 18th, and then we're chilling. Oh, and Saturday night, there's this place, I think it's like Mac 365 or Mac 24/7 in Waikiki. It has these 3 14-inch pancakes. I saw it on Man vs. Food. Your boy's eating pancakes. Big pancakes.
I will be getting those pancakes with you.
I like it. And we're going to earn them. So you know what? All the syrup, maybe some peanut butter, and it's all going on the pancakes. Yes.
The peanut butter.
Yep.
I'm so glad you're with that.
Your
as well.
boy is getting
waffles or
everything.
pancakes. I'm throwing peanut butter on.
Oh yeah,
It's-
your boy's eating everything, and I'm drenching it in syrup, and I don't even care. And I'm gonna have extra, so you know, if y'all want to come along. It's gonna be a party. So yeah, Hawaii's gonna be really fun. All the races realistically are gonna be fun. Like I said, like smiles, laughs, high fives, crawling in the mud, some tears. It's all okay. Some blood, whatever. It happens. As you can tell by my knees.
Yeah,
it's
no,
all
we'll be
good.
all right though.
Yeah, we'll survive.
Like we'll live at least.
Doing something hard gives you memories in life, honestly.
Absolutely.
And then that's what builds a better human being, a stronger human being. So That's just what I have to say.
The more that you struggle, the more that you're going to grow. We talked about that on the previous podcast.
Yep.
That's the key to getting better.
Yeah.
100%.
It really is. It really is. And with that, you got anything?
No, I think that's probably good.
Beautiful. I like it. Yo, we're going to wrap it up here. 1 second.
Yep. Gotta get this prayer.
Lord, thank you so much for allowing us to be on this podcast with these amazing people. And I got to be honest with you. Thank you for bringing Six, having more of a footprint, fingerprint, however you want to say, in this podcast, because he is absolutely amazing, and I couldn't ask for a better human being to be by my side, be by our side when Derek gets back. Thank you so much for blessing us. Another opportunity, another day with the chance to make an impact. And we make an impact by following your lead, your light, and striving to be the best in this crazy world, and just to be the light. We don't always reach our top. We don't always reach our potential. We are continuously striving for that, but we know by following in your footsteps, by giving more, taking less, and creating a sense of being, a sense of well-being, and allowing us to show people what is possible through you, we can truly make something better and amazing that hasn't existed before. We are truly serving you, and that allows us to serve more people. Thank you so much, Lord. We're getting better day by day. Amen.